A law allowing greyhound dogs to be unmuzzled in public places is about to come into force in New South Wales, but it will only apply to those dogs who successfully complete an approved retraining program. One of those programs is Greyhounds as Pets, which aims to transform retired racing dogs into lovable family pooches. And it's not just the dogs who benefit. The program is also helping inmates at Dilwinia Correctional Centre. Sharon O'Neill reports.
It's a tough day for Daryl Bates, and one that he's been putting off for some time.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I get up every morning and not hear him bark or see him run around the yard every day. There you go.
Daryl Bates has driven down to Sydney from Grafton to hand over 6 of his greyhound dogs to a program specially designed to turn former racing dogs into domestic pets.
Greyhounds as Pets is an initiative of Greyhound Racing New South Wales, which is part of their welfare strategy to ensure that the dogs are taken care of throughout their entire life cycle.
Daryl's dogs have retired from racing, but a move back to Sydney has meant he can no longer keep them at home.
I mean, people say they're just a dumb animal, but they're not. They're very smart and they're lovable. They just want to cuddle and a pat. Glad to see you every day you come home. And this one's Jojo. He had very, very, very sore wrists, didn't you, mate? He's very, very good. Do it same again. Didn't have much luck in the racing, did we, mate? Eh?
When greyhounds do have injuries and they can't race any longer, is it normal for their owners to keep them, or I mean, you've kept all of these dogs. I mean, is that usual?
Oh, some do, some don't, I suppose. I mean, that's the bad thing about the industry, because they do have to be put to sleep, and I'm sort of like too soft with mine, so I can't do it. So, yeah, I'd say a majority of them would. This one's Bruiser.
Daryl Bates didn't want that option for his dogs. He's hoping that through the Greyhounds as Pets program, they will be adopted by new families and have a long, happy life beyond racing.
I'd like to see them go to a really good home, because they're my mates, especially this bloke, you know, they're like kids. They really are, and everyone's different, got a personality all their own, and yeah, no, it's going to be hard. Come here, big man. Come here, big man. Hello. Hey? Be a good boy. Okay? I hope they all go through.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Give you a buzz after Monday and let you know how they go anyway, irrespective.
Ta-ta, baby. Okay, come on, baby. Let's go. You're crying. You're not supposed to cry. I am.
Hey, Dickie. Yeah, lovely and friendly.
The first step in the rehabilitation of these dogs is assessing their suitability for life as a family pet. Dr. Lara Griffin is the coordinator of Greyhounds as Pets, and one of her first tests is examining the dog's behaviour around smaller dogs.
The assessment process is just about identifying dogs that are going to make good family pets. That for anyone out there in the public, you want a dog that you can safely walk down the street.
The early signs for some of the dogs are not good.
Okay, I know, he was rude. That's nice.
But Joey's behaviour around Max is perfect.
Soft eyes. Can move away from him.
Joey is just such a sensational character and such a beautiful dog. Passed all of his assessments with flying colours.
You're so not bothered by anything, are you, mate? Good boy, Joey.
Joey's 6 years old, but somebody forgot to tell him that. He thinks that he's 3, and he's just a delight.
You are a pass, my boy. Well done.
The next stage for Joey and the other dogs that pass their assessment is a fostering program which helps prepare them for their new lives. In this program, the dogs are being fostered at the Dilwinia Correctional Centre on the outskirts of Sydney.
Initially we were approached by Greyhound Racing New South Wales. They run a similar program in Victoria, and Lara approached us to see whether or not we would be interested. I'm a great lover of animals, and I know the therapeutic value of having animals, so we put a presentation together and presented it to the Commissioner, who also is an animal lover, and he sanctioned the program.
The kennels inside this facility were constructed by the prison officers. Working with the dogs is a sought-after job.
These are the two new recruits. We've got Bobby and we've got Joey.
Hello.
Tell me why you wanted to get involved in this program.
It's because I love animals. You know, I've always loved animals for a long time, and as soon as I saw the dogs, I knew I wanted to be here.
What we find with the girls is it gives them additional responsibilities. They have to actually think outside the square, think beyond themselves, and start thinking and they put the animal first, which we hope in turn they take that skill back to the community with them.
So these are his race papers. His race name was Vegas Raider.
The inmates who work here also get the opportunity to undertake TAFE courses related to the program.
Oh, that one's a bit frightened for you, wasn't it?
TAFE actually goes out to Dilwinia Correctional Centre and teaches them about animal handling and animal skills and first aid, so that not only are they getting the experience with the animals, they're actually getting the certification to prove it, so that when they come out the other side, they can either continue their TAFE studies or they can go out with what they've learnt and apply it.
Do you think that this is the sort of thing that you might like to do when you leave Dilwinia?
Yeah, I do actually. I used to see greyhounds before I come in, and I wouldn't look twice at them. But since I've been with them, they are a beautiful dog. So true about them, they are a beautiful dog.
The dogs have become a special part of this correctional centre, and not just for the inmates.
Clifford's a pretty special dog to a lot of us. He's about 4 years old. He is the biggest, most lovable goofball you've ever met in your life. He has been the favourite of Tony Goff, and Tony's been running and overseeing the program here for the last 12 months. Unfortunately, Tony passed away on Saturday evening. He had a brain tumour, and Clifford went out to the hospital to see him and had cuddles out there and all those sorts of things. You can't help but grin with Clifford, and I think that's why Tony loved him so much.
What's his name?
This one's Joey.
What's been the positive things that have come out of it?
Probably the biggest thing has been the interaction between the inmates and the staff. I guess it's removed a lot of barriers that did exist between inmates and custodial officers. There's always going to be that barrier. But because we work so closely with the inmates and the dogs, and we all have a common interest, that being the dogs, those barriers have been removed. So that was a bonus that we didn't really expect.
Good boy, come on, good boy.
Over several weeks, Joey and the other dogs work on a range of activities with the women.
Come on.
From our dog's perspective, it's great. They come out knowing how to walk beautifully on lead, and going over agility and listening and being a lot more familiar and comfortable with a home-style environment.
Good boy, you're a good boy, yes.
The women do a great job in actually teaching them what is appropriate etiquette out in the big wide world.
Hey, Irene.
Hi. Yeah,
Is he right to go?
Yeah, he's going to be missed. I'm going to miss him very badly, actually.
Getting out of Dilwinia is a goal everyone here aspires to, but no one enjoys the day the dogs have to leave. Is it hard when they leave?
Yeah, you know they're going to go to a better place and they're not here. Yeah, but you do. You get very attached, actually. Good boy. See you, sweetie.
Oh, thanks, Irene.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See you, Joey. You be a good boy. See ya.
After passing all his tests and thriving in prison, Joey is about to meet his new family.
Come on, sweetheart. I know, it's very exciting.
I decided to adopt a greyhound because I'd heard the stories about, the fact that they had a program to give them to people.
Hi, so sorry I'm late.
You're Joey.
I didn't know a lot about them. I'd had a friend that many years ago that had a greyhound that was a racing dog that he kept as a pet, so I'd seen that. So I knew that they were very relaxed animals to have at home, and I thought that would be great with a family. No, I have no concerns at all. I think he's going to be wonderful.
They've done studies and found that greyhounds, of I think about 40 or 50 odd breeds that they looked at, were the least aggressive in line with whippets, that they are so people-friendly. I am very, very envious of the family that got Joey. I fall a little bit in love with every single dog, but Joey was, he's one of those dogs that, he's a lovely big blue buffy male who is just a tug at the heartstrings kind of boy. And the Bowens were just such a lovely family, and I think that they'll just be a match made in heaven.